It's Not a Winter Storm by Afterglow. You can dismiss this as the paranoid ramblings of a senile old Yankee, but I'm writing you today with a warning. It's not a winter storm like they said it was. I awoke last Tuesday at 7:30 a.m. to the sounds of my clock radio. It's always set to a local station. I just about lost my patience for the national news a couple of years back. Maybe it's something about getting old, but my world started to shrink when I hit 50, and I let it. I've never been one to lend an ear to world affairs, or any affairs outside of my home state of Massachusetts, for that matter. I lived a quiet life as a fisherman at the docks in the town, spending weeks at a time out at sea every year, all around. I've spent every calendar day at sea at some point in my life, even Christmas. I've seen storms so fearsome that the pounding rain turned to a bit of snow in front of my eyes. A rarity at sea. I've felt the waves so large that they kept me awake even now, 20-odd years later. Right as I'm on the precipice of sleep, they threaten to pull me back to consciousness, just as they almost pulled me out into the sea. Forgive an old man and his ramblings, but all of this to say that I thought I knew what to expect when I heard the radio newscaster say,
"Batten down, folks. Another winter storm coming later this week."
As I wiped sleep from my eyes, I half listened to the newsman's lengthy list of preparation tips before smacking off the button and swinging my legs over the side of the bed, joints and floorboards creaking in unison. That was 8 days ago. Every day leading up to the storm, I've awoken to the broadcast about its effects, and every day the messaging has become less and less clear. Wednesday it was, Winter Storm Riley will cause even more damage than last week's storm. Thursday it was,
cancel all your plans Friday and Saturday, folks. The state advises all residents to stay in their homes until after the storm.
Friday morning, I woke up with a jolt to the grating beeps of the statewide emergency alert system. I turned on my TV, which can usually be relied to get at least a few channels. Not Friday. Friday, every screen was blank except for the red banner at the bottom with the words,
"State of emergency declared for coastal region of southern Massachusetts. Do not attempt to flee your homes."
moving across repeatedly, all the while accompanied by that same grating 3-cycle beep. My stomach fluttered with uneasiness as I read the message a second time and fully grasped the choice of words. Flee? Why would a whole town flee at the thought of some wind and snow? We're northeasters ourselves, after all. I put my robe on and made my way downstairs to my back door, expecting the fearsome gales and pelting snow that I had come to expect from life at sea. I opened the door to an eerie quiet. The coastline cacophony that served as a constant background for my life here, the screaming gulls and the crashing waves and the howling wind, was utterly gone. And in its place was a silence so complete that it caused the back of my neck to prickle with a deep and foreboding sense of wrong. The sky was devoid of the heavy, forbidding gray clouds that the newscasters had promised, instead featuring a constant blanket of greenish-gray fog high above the sea. I hurriedly closed the door, amplifying the distant sound of the 3 blaring beeps from my TV upstairs. I put a kettle of water on the stove before heading upstairs to get dressed, the uneasiness in my gut turning into an incessant gnawing as I turned to switch off the TV. The emergency alert at the bottom of the screen had changed to read,
"Do not leave your home. Do not leave your home. Do not leave your home. Do not leave your home."
Underneath my feet, the kettle began to shriek as the beeping of the television reached its heightened pitch.
"Do not leave your home. Do 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 not..."
The television screen turned black with a pop, shutting down with the same time as my lights. A few seconds later, a sound twice the force of a foghorn blast, and the same thunderous intensity as a train blasting past roared over my head from the sea towards the mainland. A flash of green lit up the dim sky, for a second illuminating the same utter stillness from before. I waited in my house for 38 minutes before the noise and the rumbling came thundering past from the town back towards the sea. That was 5 days ago. The power came back on as soon as the noise was gone, as did the howl of the wind and the crashing of the waves. But it's what happened during those 38 minutes that has caused the gnawing in my gut to persist. They're saying the power outages were caused by heavy winds, but I don't buy it. I saw photos of the storm online, complete with heavy snow, wind-battered houses. That might be from some other town, but it sure as hell isn't from mine. We have no coastal flooding, no infrastructural damages or houses blown out to sea. What we have is thousands and thousands of dead birds. We have water that tastes like copper. We have bloated fish carcasses washing up on our beaches. I'm writing this today as a warning. I don't know what the hell happened last week, but it sure the hell isn't what they said it was going to be. If you're in the Northeast, take special care, and if they tell you do not leave your homes, you do well to listen. I'm telling you this today as a warning, because today I woke up at 7:30 a.m. to the words,
Winter Storm Quinn set to break later this afternoon, expected to cause even more damage than Riley.
The National Weather Service has issued a storm warning for the following counties: Middlesex, Essex, Norfolk,